Hi everyone, I'm Mary with Mary Greeley News. Thank you for joining me. Actually, two of those in our community posted under the Kansas City earthquake about a secret meeting with state lawmakers there in Kansas, where they were bused to a military base in white unmarked buses. The press reporters were not allowed to attend. Yeah, why was it kept so top secret? One of the lawmakers said that it had to do with contracts with technological and agricultural people, which I think is bunk. And then I found this Twitter post after doing a search. I want to say thank you very much because I had not heard about this secret meeting. It says, what the heck is going on over there? And this today. First, the secret meeting in Kansas. Warning about the upcoming rally being at FF, and night vision devices are being confiscated. Sounds more like an EMP attack is on the horizon. U.S. military jams GPS across East Coast as FBI seizes night vision devices. In case you didn't fully realize that something big is about to take place in America, file these two facts in your brain. I guess it was posted on Zero Hedge. Another Twitter post, yeah, the whole thing is odd to shut down the whole Capitol for a secret meeting. And why Kansas? Is there a geographic reasoning behind this? Well, I think our missile silos, or some of our missile silos, are there. Evidently, first the Democrats of the Kansas lawmakers were shipped in unmarked buses to the military base, and then later the Republicans were sent there. Evidently, they went to the Ford's base in Topeka. There's another Twitter post. Drones in grasslands. Remember the drones are reported that were flying over, what was it, the northeast section at night? And then there's a video here. It says maybe looking for two missing nukes. Zero Hedge says there could be a false flag attack coming. Even during 9/11, or after 9/11 happened, they didn't have secret meetings with lawmakers at military bases. Even the Kansas City paper, the Democrat, says this was very unusual. In the 30 years that they've been reporting the news, nothing like this has ever happened. This Twitter post says potato security. Others say it's cybersecurity. You wouldn't ship lawmakers to a military base for any of those things. In this video by David Hodges, he talks about the UN vehicles in Maine, I believe it is, and that he has gotten word through a military person that he knows that the Democrats are going to go to the UN. Now, there's been a lot of talk about taking away our rights to own guns. And he also talks about 96, the gang members or group of MS-13. 96 were arrested in Washington, the D.C. area. 96 in November. The Wichita Eagle had an image of them being bussed. Here you can see the lawmakers being bussed. Why would you bus for separate meetings the Democrats from the Republicans? Why would they be bussed and have separate meetings? The military jamming exercise continues through January 24th. The FAA issued a warning about this for aircraft, saying that each day it would last for several hours. Now, this includes Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and all of Florida, where they did a thing to take the night vision equipment. Here's a Twitter post that says the FAA is jamming GPS signals until January 24th across the East Coast, and the FBI is claiming eminent domain to seize night vision devices from distributors. Is this normal, or is there anything to cause concern? I don't know if you're aware of this. Yeah, this is so odd. Then there's speculation about the drones that have been seen at night flying over different areas. He suggests that maybe, just maybe, they're looking for two missing nuclear bombs. Yeah, you really need to watch this. He doesn't know if it's true, but he got information about that from two different law enforcement officials. He says he's just throwing that out as a hypothesis. I guess South Florida will be the site for this year's Super Bowl. I only mention that because that came to mind about a movie where they put a nuclear weapon in the stadium for one of the Super Bowls, I believe it was. Remember that movie? So I'm not into football or anything like that, but is that true that Miami will host this year's Super Bowl? Yeah, so to claim eminent domain, to seize the night vision goggles, whatever, shows that there is a need for them that they don't have, and they're just taking them. I don't know if they're going to give them back later. If the people are going to be paid for them, I'm sure they're going to, write out a receipt for what was taken. Um, yeah, military jamming, secret government meetings, separated from the Democrats and Republicans. So it's obvious they're going to tell one group one thing and the other group another, and some information will probably not be shared between Democrats and Republicans. And then, how many of you remember the video that I put out where the government was requesting underground locations to do training for warfare, I assume? And it had been approved by, was it this year? How many of you remember that? Where they were requesting different sites, large sites, underground to do military training. How many of you remember that? These drones that we're seeing were in groups of 6 to 10 flying grids, and they were 6 feet across. These were not the average drones that hobbyists would get, not that big, and not that many would be flying together of 6 to 10 in grid-like patterns. And then there's a Twitter post that says the Kansas City Chiefs are heading to the Super Bowl. I don't know, this is all very odd. What are your thoughts? And I want to thank you guys in the community that gave me a heads up about this. Add anything else that you've heard that's suspicious. Yeah, be prepared for the worst. Hope for the best. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.